Hi, the Wi-Fi is the heart and soul of most families right now. And if you're in the market for a good Wi-Fi router and you have a tight budget, you can't go wrong with this. This is the Mi Router 3C from Xiaomi. Let's have a look at this router, shall we? Now inside the box, what you get is this handsome little fellow. Notice how thin it is. And there are 4 large antennas. And the router itself is pretty white. It looks like an old iPod or something from Apple. And you can keep it at any part of your house and probably forget about it. Now, I've been using this router for about 2 or 3 weeks now, and I think there are some pluses and minuses. First things first, what I like best about it is the way it looks. I have some very high-end routers, but I have to say this is probably one of the sleekest and cutest looking routers I've ever seen. Also, the main thing of a router, my old routers, even the budget ones and some of the more expensive ones, were never able to give out consistent Wi-Fi signals throughout my house. This one doesn't have any problems. Thanks to the 4 large antennas, I have very good signals throughout my house. Not just me, a couple of my friends who have this router can vouch for it. So pretty much everyone's happy with this router. And the third thing which I really liked about this is that it comes with a companion app. Now that's something which most modern routers do, and this is no exception. Though generally in the budget range you don't get a companion app for every router. What does the companion app do? You can download it from the Play Store or the App Store, and apart from helping you set up the router, it also lets you configure the router, do things like reboot the router, which you might need to do from time to time, change the name of the Wi-Fi, change passwords, and routine the router maintenance things. But not all hunky-dory though. There are some things which I think that Xiaomi can fix the next time around. Well, for one, if you can see here, it's got only 2 Ethernet ports. So if you are somebody who connects a lot of devices directly from your Wi-Fi router, you might want to get a switch or look at a different router. The second thing is the setup process was not really consistent. I reset this and tried setting it up multiple times, and each time the process was a little bit different. What the box asked me to do is to download the app which we spoke about earlier, and the app is supposed to guide me all the way through. So this was not always the case. Sometimes the app was searching for the router, and meantime I got the Android notification which took me to a browser which completed the setup process. Sometimes the app itself managed to do this, and sometimes I had to reboot the router manually a couple of times to get this right. And the last thing is something which I personally also like about the router, but I can see why it can be annoying for some people. Usually routers have a lot of LEDs. So you have one for power, you have one which tells you whether the input is there, one which tells you about the Wi-Fi state, one which tells you about network connectivity. This one doesn't have any of them. What you have is a tiny little LED which starts out orange or yellow. I'm partially colorblind, and it goes to blue when everything is working well. So as long as things are well and you just see a small blue LED on your router, things are good. But if it's yellow, there's no indication of what is wrong with it. You'll have to go to the app, or you'll have to log in into the browser, or maybe reset it. So these are some of the positives and negatives, but considering that it's available for just rupees 999, I can't think of a better router at this price point. So that's the 3C from Xiaomi. Very highly recommended in the budget segment. Don't think twice. If you have any other questions, do write in to us at tech@talkingstuff.net. That's TECH, tech@talkingstuff.net. And if we get to answer your question, then you win some really cool Talking Stuff goodies. So write in to us as soon as possible. Bye-bye.